Chapter 2, The Library. This seems pretty well put together, despite like the dining car being completely destroyed. I'll dump what I don't need. What were we carrying? Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose. We were carrying 3 empty cups, and that's too heavy for us. And we're to be trusted with a microwave. Everyone's favorite journalist, Amy Rose, is here. Is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. Presents? Aw. Seems we have more guests. Yeah, you should join us. I would like that. At the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Okay. This tip is too juicy to ignore. Okay. The door to the next car is locked. Birthday key. The birthday girl has a master key. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. The birthday girl gets a birthday privilege, and she'll solve this birthday case before anybody else's birthday. Birthday bye. She is thorough. People need to show Amy Rose some respect, honestly. Looking mighty suspicious. Or, yeah. Tails of the detective, so he can't be the murderer. And I work here. Chicken Parmesan. Not on the menu. Licensed to handle raw meat in the story. Espio, the poet. Licensed to handle raw rhymes. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Just don't be like that. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la. Dee 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 dee. I like these chow here. These are all... I don't think shoes isn't something that like the chow could actually have, but everything else appears to be the different chow from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I like it. That's it. Yeah, let's do it. Cherry blossoms in the spring. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna figure out your alibis. What's up? When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car. Logical. Which is where Amy told these two to stay. Espio started reading. Vector got bored and went to go play with Knuckles in the saloon car. Rouge should have also passed through here. She was looking for something, and then she went to search the saloon car, and then came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there, a reference to Blue Sphere. But then she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. So that means Shadow stuck around in the saloon car before Rouge went back through. Okay. Wonder what she found. She's on the hunt for something. Shadow walked through the casino car, entered the library car, and locked it behind him because he's the locksmith. And then Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, and the whole monkey ball situation. And then Shadow went right through and should be in the lounge. When Vector came back, we realized that Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car, and we were stuck in the library car. Train sped up. We're trapped until Amy arrived, and then so at some point, here's something that's missing from the story. Sonic ends up in the dining car, and nobody saw Sonic come through either the saloon or the library. Suspicious. It seems Vectoro or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Yep. Okay. Yeah, for sure. You got it. They don't seem like overly suspicious. Any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post. We did. He went to go play video games with Knuckles. We were there. Well, we weren't there, but we heard it all. We need to determine if Espio was actually in the car reading. Okay. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Well, let's see here. First thing we'll do is look around. Can I use the arrows to move? No. All right. We'll start at one end and just kind of go from there. So here we have a bookshelf. There's a face up here. Tails sure loves all these books. No time to rest. Some time to rest. Yeah, that's yeah, my housemate's like that. Genius in a train library, or a kid in a candy shop. But every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one, oh ho, the Mirage Express manual. Somebody's trying to control the train, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, so we have the user manual. Yeah, we did drop the cups and the evidence of the broken arcade machine. Chaos Cola. That's a reference, I believe, to Sonic Adventure. And it says, check out our book club. Perhaps. The book of the month is Gone Gal. I don't know what that's a reference to. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, hello. A single suspicious book in this stack. What's this bright red book? This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. Cast iron. It's weird. It's weird that this is even here. Yeah. Some people can be like good at specific things. Aha! Something's always hidden in the trash. Yeah, kind of. It's okay. It's going to be the ultimate final clue is going to be in the trash bin. Yeah, stay optimistic. Be delusional to me. Or allow me to be delusional. How about the globe? Of our marvelous planet. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. Ah. I wonder if there's like an official like map of the like Sonic world. I know the closest is probably from Sonic Unleashed. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. The university, and say hi to Professor Pickle. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere. Yeah. Series has been going around for a long time. Let's see. Here is a table. Sitting is nice. Plush, comfy chairs are nice. I like them. You know, I do like reading. I'm not much of a nap sort of person though. Rest my eyes is a family inside joke. If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, you'd have one. I guess that's all you need is a single ring. No, the train's being rude to us, so let's see if we can escape. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. Yes. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. We should. Shadow's lock is added to our inventory. It's a curtain, so it's not like you can really lock it. Still a lot of stuff to investigate here. I guess we'll just kind of go from right to left. We do. There's 3. I have no interest in picking up these books. It's our job. Don't be rude to service workers, myself. These were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge also pulled a lot of these out searching for something. How interesting. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. You know what? I relate to that. Okay. So no interest in the I guess 4 books. How about this? Brochures. We did see, Rouge said no way. Travel destinations. Oh, perhaps she was looking for somewhere to go with Knuckles. Oh ho ho ho. Amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. A couple of maps. A map of the library car. Categorized by genre, which is listed here. Okay. Nice. Stalactites. Okay, I guess we're like a cave expert. I forget what the name of that is. Spenographer or something like that. He said it in the plagiarism video that's going around lately. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio. No, I'm not done yet. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there. Thank you." Alt text. Yeah? Yeah, Tails likes a good motivational poster. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. Well, I mean, it depends how you define the reward. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. Because really, like, kind of what Tails said there, the chow has wings. If you have resources, you should use them. Going through like a difficulty and a hard time you can find value in that, but you don't have to. You can still learn the same lessons without having to suffer. That's kind of my whole approach to like school in general. I think academia is there's no reason it has to be as hard as it is. Maybe. Well, yeah, we gotta talk to the train too, who is putting the books back. Well, yeah, this is Tails like anthropomorphizing everything. Humorous to say to a bunch of anthropomorphic characters, but I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. It's our job. Then again, you don't have to want to do your job. It's just a job. Okay. Who do we want to talk to first? Vector or Espio? I don't have as much of a problem with Espio's poems as everybody else seemed to, so I think they were just kind of being mean to him. Fancy a poem? Yes. Yes. Can I get a poem about space, or how about a poem about trains? I went to a board game event this last weekend, like a board game club sort of thing, and we played this game Resistance. And I don't know why, but I just got confused by the lore, and I thought it was set in space. So I kept referring to all like the missions that we were sending people on as like space missions. So really, I'm traumatized by space, and also I have zero interest in space and don't believe I will ever go on a spacecraft unless there was some sort of catastrophe. How about a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. That's such a great poem. That's so funny. Yeah. Can I take your order? Excellent. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. We can do neither of those because we only have a microwave. Very funny. Okay. I guess we'll interrogate him. Oh, I guess we're interrogating both of them. Well, we miss out, I guess, on talking to Vector then. It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Alibis. Yep. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We are prepared to present evidence if need. Yeah, that tracks. Vector enjoys being social. That's fine. Some people are extroverts, some people are introverts. Really, truthfully, everybody's sort of on a range where you are at your most extroverted and where you are at your most introverted. And it's kind of like on a, think of like a binary line. And everybody sort of has their ranges where, like, when you're feeling your most social, you might be like, you know, for me at least, I'm like halfway into like the extrovert sort of area, but at like my most introverted, I'm all the way at like introvert. So I've got a really like big range. So, plus we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine was in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. Yep. That brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and left. Were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. What was the book? Hey, I like a friend sticking up for his friend. What if it was embarrassing? I don't know. Manga? Oh, you know what? What book do we think Espio might have been reading? The Eggman book? The user manual? I guess that's the only book we have. The menu? The menu? Some detectives. Okay. Fine, we'll pick the book. You think Espio was reading instructions? Alright, here we go. 40 rings. Oh, now we have 4 lanes. What the? Okay. I guess I just barely sort of like... Whoops. Okay, so I guess we lose 5 rings when we hit the thing? $57 out of 40. We're very good at this video game. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. We did know that. Except for this manual, meaning somebody picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. Espio can't spell. Or is just careless. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Yeah. He can handle himself. Okay, yeah, fair enough. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. They're not actually a butcher and a poet. Trains are cool. Fair. I watched like a whole documentary on like a train line that they haven't even built yet in Japan. If you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Okay. Well, which number speaks to me, I guess? 362 actually was speaking to me. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. Yes. The train company are a bunch of Scrooges, huh? They want to be rude to service workers. Can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train. Oh. Okay. I get the feeling that it doesn't matter which like page I click. It's sort of all roads lead to Damascus. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? Okay, so that's kind of nice. If you're sort of like at the retirement age, you can, if you miss the train, then you're not penalized for it. The person who made this rule must have been, wow. Okay. Which page did I pick last? I mean, the first one that was speaking to me was 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? an intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. It can't access the full autopilot without the conductor present. I guess. A poet's brain is often surprising. You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses. Yeah. Yeah. Reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious. But he answered all my questions. Vector was the only one to see me reading. The alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. No, because Rouge should have seen you. And Shadow. Yeah. It's honestly both of these, right? Like Shadow's lock. Pray tell what this has to do with anything. I feel like that sentence was wrong. $50 rings this time, huh? Just don't hit the springs. Oh, or the spikes, I suppose. Okay, we are fine. I guess you can just jump over those, huh? 68 out of 50. We're getting better. Shadow walked through the library card to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Correct. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Do I need to write that down? Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but has mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated, reading his book for a good while at that point. That's detective work. Shadow left Knuckles in the... yeah. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car. Correct, that's the order that's on the map. There's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another. I mean, Espio could have just, like, been looking down. Yeah, exactly. The sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up. Sometimes you can get really engrossed in stuff. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. Yeah. So if you don't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? So are we saying that perhaps Espio went to the casino? Yeah. You gotta believe me. He's losing his cool. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again. Oh, Sonic, yes. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? Oh, we're pushing him again on. Yeah. Well, Espio can go invisible. I mean, Tails seems like he's grasping at straws here. I'm going to defend Espio. Yeah. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Okay. The map? I mean, it's... yeah, so, like... a way that like Shadow and Espio could have not seen each other. Here, I suppose. Alright. Think. I mean, seems like a really chaotic way to think, but also does not inaccurately describe sometimes how my brain kind of thinks in a sort of like manic way lately. I want these. Ooh, you can get 2 rows at once. 2 columns at once. I didn't need that. Uh-oh! 22 over. I could have done better. I wonder if it tops off at 99. The library map. Yeah, so straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. I think it's here. Yeah. Well, now Espio's probably lying. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot because a bookcase is in the way. So Espio was just hiding and reading instead of playing the game. Makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return. I feel that sometimes when I'm playing, like that resistance game I was just talking about, like deception games. Like if I'm trying to like tell the truth and nobody's believing me, that's you get flustered. Yeah, for sure. Your face doesn't really isn't really believable. Well, no, validated. We're not entirely sure. All right. The chairs are comfy. Especially Shadow. But nothing for Blaze. So we could have just left. If you need any meat chopped up, he has a very very literal definition of his character. A murder is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. We're really doing this. Yeah. I didn't see. Here's something. Can I go backwards and talk to Knuckles? I didn't do that. May the breeze drift you towards success. A one-sentence poem. Are italics enough to qualify as a poem? Yeah, sure. I'm not sure we will, actually. Your loss. I didn't like that my computer went... Oh, it's a screensaver. Ah. Okay, well, I think that's that. Let's go on to the next chapter. Oh, sorry, Tails. That's a cute face also, but the mystery calls. The investigation continues. I should have poured some water.